Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And he's there to cut it out. De Bruyne. It's De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus. Fernandinho. Mondi. Paredes. Tries to stroke it through. And the counter is on. Mbappe. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Sane switches it towards the other side. Gundogan, played out to the right. Mahrez plays it in. Forward it goes. Stones. Manchester are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Mahrez gives chase. De Bruyne has a pop. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Mahrez. He's made certain that won't get through.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Bernat. Neymar looking to run onto it. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cavani unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gabriel Jesus. Sané. He's through. Now it's Sané. Jesus has a goal! Bernat plays it forward. Paredes. Cavani. He's off on a marauding run. He'll have a dip. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Paris Saint-Germain break the deadlock.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
He's got away. Mbappe! Walker tries to get it forward quickly. Mahrez trying to get there. There's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's De Bruyne. Sane is desperately calling for it out wide. Gabriel Jesus. And it's been taken short. Walker opts to play it back. Fernandinho looks to clip it forward. Has a hit! Now it's Mahrez. Paredes. He's in, surely! Jesus has a goal! Wow, that's a fine save. Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Can he put it away? Fernandinho hoists it high, looking for space out wide. There's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Paris Saint-Germain leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. The action has already resumed. Mbappe! And in it goes! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Paris Saint-Germain have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
It's a loose ball. Must score. Trout, he's had a shot. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Gabriel Jesus. Aimed long and direct. And it's Verratti. Mbappe.
Manchester have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
It's De Bruyne. Mahrez plays it out to the flank. Big chance! He scores! Oh, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Massive lead! He's done well to get his head on that, but he couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Sane looking to penetrate opposition lines. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Barati floats one over. Bernat goes looking. Bernardo Silva. He's come loose. De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus tries to head towards goal. Dinks one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, you'll have to practice a little more patience before deciding to run. It can make all the difference.
Paredes. Paris Saint-Germain get it back again. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Neymar. Goalkeeper's ball. Sané. And it's Sané. Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne looks to dink one in. Shot at goal! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Can he shoot? Can he finish?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Sané. De Bruyne. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Forward it goes. Mbappe going through. Has a swing at it. Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Cavani is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Marquinhos. It is just a question of running down the clock now. And he's cut it out.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Gundogan.
Manchester have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, good interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Paris Saint-Germain have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain really are a very good away side, Peter. They showed a resolve and resilience here that'll be the envy of many.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. They've got underway here pretty promptly. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Manchester are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Look, this defence has to be prepared to indulge in an aerial contest because they won't compromise on direct and early crossing.
Aguero. Bernardo Silva. Mendy goes looking. Fernandinho. Varane, great challenge. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, that's neat. Fernandinho. And it's Sterling. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Carvajal plays it forward. Casemiro plays it out to the flank. Laporte. Some clever work on the flank.
Yeah, they seem to be encouraging both fullbacks to ease inside, so we'll keep an eye on that to see if it all works out.
Can he deliver? De Bruyne. Deftly done. Isco. And it's Benzema. Well positioned to make that interception. Marco Asensio. Going through. Now it's Benzema. Can he finish? Bale goes, has a pop!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid put themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Marco Asensio. It's Casemiro. Mahrez tries to get it forward quickly. Bernardo Silva. Sterling, and he's away, has a hit! Oh, taken with style!
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Manchester grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Let's put a stop to that. Marcelo. And it's Isco. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Aguero. Bernardo Silva. Has it in a wide position, so what next? So who's he picking out? Whipped in. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. it's Aguero. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Benzema. He does have an assist to his name. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. Sterling gets into some space. Sterling. And it's De Bruyne. Sterling crosses in a low one. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Mahrez. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Fernandinho. Header! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Sterling simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Courtois catches it safely. And it's Sterling. De Bruyne. That intervention was very necessary. Now a chance to break. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Sterling already, of course, on the score sheet. Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. De Bruyne. Now it's Aguero. And it's Bernardo Silva. Over to the left. Isco. Mahrez. Aguero. Played out to the right. Bernardo Silva. Oh, sweet feet. He slid it through. Bernardo Silva, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, that was a mini show of self-confidence. It may spark another try or another trier.
It's a loose ball. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Aimed long and direct. And it's Mondi. Mahrez. Hits one! This could fall anywhere! Isco. You would think the first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. Mahrez, out wide to the right. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Massive leap! It's anyone's ball. The ball's loose, and he's after it. Sane has a go! Modric. Marco Asensio. He's got away. And that's been levered clear.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the finish! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Aguero has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And it's Isco. Going through. Marco Asensio. He's tried one. In it goes. And they get themselves in front.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Manchester making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Forward it goes.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
It'll be a throw-in. He's got away. Sterling. And a header! Back of the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Sterling, he's left his man. Got a sight. Can he finish?
Manchester showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Silva. Gundogan. Silva. Chance! Fires it in low. Isco. And there goes the final whistle. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Madrid certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. And already we're underway here.
Well, it's something I've noticed more of. They're defending much deeper.
Dele Alli plays it out to the flank. Paris Saint-Germain are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
One-touch passing is part and parcel of the way they operate, and when it all comes together, it's a joy to watch.
Neymar! And it's a goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
England didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Mbappe. England are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, the task is obviously a lot tougher, and they can't afford to waste time feeling sorry for themselves. The correct response is greater focus and work rate now, and especially avoiding another goal.
Cavani gets on the end of it. Dele Alli.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Jordan Henderson. And it's Dele Alli. Cut out in the nick of time. Neymar. Needed a better pass there. Delph. Now it's Vardy. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's Cavani. Di Maria is desperately calling for it out wide, and he's cut it out. Henderson plays it forward. Neymar. Mbappe.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Rashford. It's anyone's ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's Dele Alli. Alexander-Arnold. Can he finish? Sticks it away. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
England are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Di Maria. Back into the middle. Mbappe, up for the header! Cavani with a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. Buckland reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And back to base. Marquinhos. England are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Vardy. Aimed long and direct. That's a brilliant interception. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Delph gets into some space. Goes for goal! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. England come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Rashford. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. It's on a plate. He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And it's Kurzawa, looks to thread it through, and has a hit! Drexler. Cavani. And a header! Mbappe has been given offside.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Kurzawa tries to get it forward quickly. He's picked him out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Paris Saint-Germain just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Aimed long and direct. Keeps everyone guessing. So who's he picking out? Massive leap! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Over to the left. Dele Alli gets into the right position to intercept. Mbappe spreads it towards the left. Well positioned to make that interception. Dele Alli. Played back in.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Is it in? In it goes! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Mbappe with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Paris Saint-Germain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Delph battles to win it back. Drexler tries to stroke it through. And he's made certain that won't get through.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Drexler. And it's Dyer. Now it's Cavani. Chance to break. Mbappe goes looking. Drexler. And he's away. Shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Right through the middle. He's left his man. Towering header. Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Henderson. Vardy. Sterling. Neymar. And it's Dyer. Now it's Vardy. Ball's loose, who belts one. Neymar. Kurzawa. Oh, good interception. Dyer. There is the final whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
England lost their way after falling behind early.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses. Shapes to shoot! That is wayward.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Fernandinho. Bernardo Silva. And that's sprayed out wide. De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Mane. Now it's Wijnaldum. De Bruyne. Now a chance to break. Bernardo Silva takes the long option. Going through. Aguero plays it backwards and they'll try again. Aimed long and direct, went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Keita. Forward it goes. Mane. And the counter is on. Gabriel Jesus. Hits one! To get it forward quickly. Wijnaldum. Mane is demanding it out wide. Now it's Mane. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. And it's De Bruyne. Shots on! Aguero. Keita goes looking, and now the breakaway. Mohamed Salah tries running with the ball at his feet. Now it's Mane. The ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Fernandinho. Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Aguero. Aguero. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, that had to be more accurate. Bernardo Silva. And it's Silva. Van Dijk plays it forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. De Bruyne, looking to penetrate opposition lines. Keita, out to the left it goes. And the through ball is intercepted. De Bruyne. And it's Bernardo Silva. Silva. De Bruyne. Not offside that time.
Yeah, you'll have to practice a little more patience before deciding to run. It can make all the difference.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bernardo Silva. Deftly done. And he's cut it out. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Firmino. Wijnaldum. Played back in. Walker just well to read it and intercepts. Silva. He's made certain that won't get through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Turns and goes back. Bernardo Silva. Jordan Henderson. Firmino goes steaming forward. He's got away. Laporte. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Cut out in the nick of time. Bernardo Silva breaks on here. Gabriel Jesus. Bernardo Silva. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Van Dijk battles to win it back. Over to the left. And it's Firmino. Ball through needs to be good here. Can he finish? No mistake! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too.
Aguero has a goal! Wijnaldum spreads it towards the left. Mane looking to get on the end of this. Mane. It's a brilliant interception. Goes for goal! De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus. Bernardo Silva.
Manchester showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? It's Salah! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Fernandinho. Bernardo Silva. Aimed long and direct. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, they could break here. And the finish! Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Bernardo Silva has a goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Now it's Aguero. Fernandinho. De Bruyne. De Bruyne delivers. That intervention was very necessary.
Manchester merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Mahrez. Gundogan. Fernandinho.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Mohamed Salah! And in it goes! Into the lead once more! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Liverpool go into the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Now it's Roberto Firmino. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Massive leap! Decent enough try.
Mohamed Salah did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Up for a throw. Van Dijk. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Mane. Well read, he sorted that out. Gundogan puts his foot on the gas. Gundogan. Sané. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Liverpool win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Liverpool were totally organised.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside, coaches. It's Cavani! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cavani sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Modric goes looking. Kroos. Bale. Aimed long and direct. Over to the left. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Kazawa has it in a wide position, so what next? Marcelo boots it to safety. Shapes to shoot! Casemiro tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Benzema. Now it's Marco Asensio. Now it's Bale. Can he finish? Forward it goes. Oh, good interception.
Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Bale. Chip through. Bale is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's Verratti. Cavani. Made into space out wide. Bale going through. Bale. He's had a... Can he score? Goal! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Bale. Rabiot. Now the counter. Dinks one in. Benzema. Marco Asensio plays a clever pass. He's had a shot! In it goes! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Madrid get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Casemiro pings it out wide. In comes the cross. Chance to break. It's come loose. Lobs it in gently. Well read, he sorted that out. Toni Kroos. And it's Bale. He's left his man. Benzema has a goal! Keeper's not concerned by that. And it's got through. Sergio Ramos battles to win it back. Daniel Carvajal. Modric. Plays it out to the wing. Benzema. Buffon catches it safely. And it's Benzema. That's sprayed out wide. Modric. Now it's Benzema. Benzema. Forward it goes. And the first half is done. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Already up and running for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Chance! Now it's Verratti. Kurzawa is demanding it out wide. Loose ball, who's going to get there? He's made certain that won't get through. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Madrid just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Kurzawa is desperately calling for it out wide. Massive leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Now it's Cavani. He's made sure that that won't get through. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Modric. It's Marco Asensio. Verratti tries to get it forward quickly. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. And that's been won straight back. Rabiot. Played back in. Tries to stroke it through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
And it's Modric. Modric clips one through. Kurzawa. Aimed long and direct. Benzema. Who's steaming forward. Marco Asensio! Cut out in the nick of time. Rabiot plays it out to the flank. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? It's Marco Asensio. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Bale spreads it towards the left. Forward it goes. Mbappe tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed long and direct. Could be thinking about a shot here. Modric. And it's Modric. And that's well defended. Modric takes it over to the other flank. Now it's Bale. It's Marco Asensio. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Defender's on the back foot. He's got away. Has a pop! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
Needed a better pass there. Rabiot goes looking. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Nacho. Bale. So that's it, it is all over. Well, much worthy industry, but that alone simply not enough. They are beaten by the better side. Your reflections then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's Costa! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Manchester didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Timely intervention. Rojo tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Herrera. Now it's Sanchez. Koke. Manchester are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Well, it can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
It's a goal kick. Costa. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And the Herrera. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Intervention was very necessary. Correa tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He just whacks it away. And it's Rojo. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. A real chance to break. Dinks one in. He spotted the run and played him through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Correa. Aimed long and direct. Matic gets it back. Pogba. Just half an hour in now. Pogba and the Herrera. Jimenez. Koke. Correa. Now it's Costa. Lamar. It is a corner. Koke plays it short. Can he deliver? Griezmann with a shot! De Gea sends that a long way. Rashford goes looking. Lingard. Manchester have it back and they can go again. Forward it goes. Referee's given a throw. And it's Sanchez. Well read, he sorted that out. Lamar. And now they can launch a counter. Now it's Costa! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Lamar, can he finish? That really should have hit the net.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
We're already back underway here.
Manchester don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
And Herrera, great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's hoisted clear. Partey. Costa. Good ball. Lamar. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. No way through there. Partey. Arias. Now it's Costa. Smalling. Pogba. Shaw. Manchester have a free kick. Partey gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
So, another set play. Dean knocks it away. And it's Matic. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Lamar. Cut out in the nick of time. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Rashford.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Tries to dink it. Up he gets! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
He's found his man, and now the finish. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Manchester opting to make a double change here. Sanchez with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Is it in? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Valencia delivers. Has a pop! It's gone a long way up and away. Fired deep towards the back post. He's had a shot! Heads it! In it goes! Back to within 1! Interesting! Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Manchester get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Vitolo cuts it out.
With time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Oh, good interception. Lukaku. Partey gets it back. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester probably deserved a share of this, but of course you don't always get what you deserve, and they're going to have to swallow a defeat. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind. Tries a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Liverpool can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
And he's there to cut it out. Valencia. Juan Mata. Lukaku. Now it's Sanchez. It's Alexis Sanchez! That is wayward.
Alexis Sanchez certainly caught it well enough, but that was never really going to trouble the keeper.
Valencia plays it forward quickly. Rashford. Hits one! Mohamed Salah. Mane. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. And it's Lukaku. It's broken loose. Mata goes up and over. Salah. No, he wasn't being fooled. Shot! He'll have a dip! It's in! And Liverpool score first! And that's it. That was always inevitable. Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Bailly gets into the right position to intercept. Needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Wijnaldum needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He's in! It's out for a goal kick. Pogba looking to get on the end of this. Alexis Sanchez. Rashford has a shot! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Juan Mata. Valencia tries to get it forward quickly. Timely intervention. Fabinho. Forward it goes. And it's Salah. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Firm going for goal! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Valencia goes for the cross. That intervention was very necessary. Aimed long and direct. Wijnaldum. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Juan Mata. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Lukaku goes looking. Sanchez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. And he's away. Can he score? Darmian plays it forward. Mata. And he's cut it out. Mohamed Salah. And he's made certain that won't get through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Wijnaldum with a fine tackle. There is the half-time whistle. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Manchester need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. And Firmino! Oh, great save, real class.
Firmino simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Goes long. Here it comes. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Wijnaldum tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Firmino. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Aimed long and direct. Rashford. Liverpool keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mane. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Pogba pushes it out wide. Now it's Sanchez. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Well positioned to make that interception. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Firmino. Oh, great, and the finish! Valencia goes looking. And now they can launch a counter. And it's Salah. He spotted the run and played him through. It's a loose ball. Mane finds himself offside.
Yeah, a defence that likes to play a high line, and they're not disappointing.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Manchester making 2 changes as we speak. And that's well defended. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Rashford dinks one in. It's a brilliant interception.
Manchester showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Cut out in the nick of time.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads.
Is it in? They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Manchester grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rashford clips one through.
Merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Forward it goes. Lingard. Fabinho.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb. Liverpool showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
It's Rashford. Get that clear. Valencia. Manchester to make one last surge forward. Rashford. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended in a draw, draft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much.
Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Manchester have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Now it's Lukaku. Pogba. Big chance! Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Mohamed Salah. That's the through ball. He's had Firmino! That is a great ball, but not a great finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Wijnaldum. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Lukaku dinks one in, and he's cut it out. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's found his man. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Firmino, he's got the ball. Can he finish? Oh, didn't catch it right. Lingard. He's got away. Lukaku. Breaks on here. Valencia plays it forward. Lingard looks to clip it forward. Manchester have a free kick. Pogba ready to try one. This is a great chance to take a lead. Rashford! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Lukaku. Rashford. Forward it goes. Mata. Manchester give it back again. Juan Mata tries to dink it in. And it's been taken straight back. Oxlade-Chamberlain floats one over. Aimed long and direct. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Van Dijk tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mane. That intervention was very necessary. Manchester have it back, and they can go again. Lukaku pushes it out wide. Wijnaldum. Rashford. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's got through. It's a carbon copy of their previous miss.
Liverpool really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Mane with a shot! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. One matter. Valencia. Now it's Lukaku. Back into the middle. There's the whistle for half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back underway here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And it's Valencia. Surely. Can he finish? And he's done it!
And some players are just capable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck, and his immense talent may just have done exactly that and injected the belief that they can retain their lead this time round. Manchester are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room,
Lingard!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
He's had a shot! Liverpool are keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Forward it goes. Looks to thread it through. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And he's there to cut it out.
Liverpool are definitely going about this the right way.
Oh, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Timely intervention. Juan Mata shoots! This could fall anywhere. There are a few waiting for it. Pogba. Can he put it away? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Lukaku did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Mata, the scorer already in the game. And it's Lukaku. Chip through. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Pogba. Lukaku looking to force his way. Is it in? And the follow-up. Mohamed Salah goes looking. Fires from distance.
Manchester are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Pogba set up one goal so far. And it's Lingard. Lingard! And that has put paid to that. Pogba. Lukaku shakes the shoots! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Firmino. Is there any support? He might not need it. Surely he scored. It's Salah! Should have equalised.
Mohamed Salah knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
He's left his man. Martial. Nothing with a fine tackle.
Manchester certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
De Gea deals with it effortlessly.
Manchester probably could have killed.
And that is that. Manchester win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.